And what mothers do again is buffer babies from stress, because the stress regulating part of the brain, what we call the amygdala, is meant to be offline for the first year, meant to remain very quiet. And the only way it can remain quiet is that the baby feels safe. And so there was another researcher named Judy Mesman who said that babies in other parts of the world cry less than babies in the West. Because in the West, we have this perverse idea that we are not like marsupials. We do not have to have our babies near us. We can put them in the other room, in cribs, give them to daycare centers. Anybody can care for them. Somehow we lost the thread that we are not any different than any other mammal, in that we are responsible to create a sense of security and safety in our young in the first year, and in our case, the first 3 years, because the first year is a period of, you could say the first year is attachment, and then the next 2 years are reinforcing attachment, reinforcing attachment. Because we also have babies until 8 months who have not yet realized that their mothers are even separate from them. They're in a state of, you could say, they think of their mothers as part of them. At 8 months to 18 months, babies then realize their mothers can leave them, because they start to realize that their mothers are separate than them, separate people, and they can get up and walk out. Now that creates terrible fear, emotional, an emotional feeling of vulnerability and fear that mother who you depend on for life itself and protection could walk out and not come back, right? And because they haven't internalized that sense of security, when you walk out, you're gone. They don't have a sense you're coming back. Right? One of the reasons that we do things like play the peekaboo game between 8 and 18 months is because we're trying to remind babies again and again, peekaboo, peekaboo, we're gone, but we come back. We're gone, but we come back. But if you go for 10 hours to work and you don't come back, that baby doesn't have a sense that you're coming back. So that baby has to develop these, what we call pathological defenses or attachment disorders, to cope with the loss of that primary figure in their life that provides them with a sense of safety.